Peace and blessings, everyone. Hope you're well today. Second video of the day. So this happened a few weeks ago, if I remember correctly, and it was filmed on Torrent Finder. And this lady supposedly got arrested for breaking COVID regulations when all she was doing was getting a coffee. So maybe we'll call her Coffee Lady from now on, okay? So yeah, Coffee Lady, okay? So here she is. And again, it's one of those arrests where they have time to just sort of stand there, get filmed, talk to the camera, protest their innocence, state the claim that the government and the police are corrupt and, you know, everything's unjust. So there you go. And Coffee Lady, everything was ready. As you can see, the camera there set up. Subject access was also present. And they were all just there ready to film Coffee Lady. You know, by some grace they were there at the right time and they were able to film this poor lady getting arrested. So, like I said, let's call her Coffee Lady for this example, but I actually know of this lady before she was in this event. So let's have a look at a bit of history and context about this woman, shall we? Okay, so if you look on the right hand side in the sort of red top, there she is there, and she's present, and as you can see, Pavlova that is there, and also Tan. Okay, this is Speaker's Corner, and this gentleman in red is getting escorted out of the park, and he's going to get put on a bus by some police who are going to come in a second. But yeah, so she's there, Coffee Lady, right by the scene of the event. Okay, also Pavlova is there, so make of that what you will. Again, here another event after the one we just looked at, in the middle of sort of a heated confrontation. So yeah, she has a speaking part, as it were. Yeah, and here's another event, again with the same guy, Tan from Speaker's Corner. You can see there with the blonde hair. James Goddard and Danny Tomo also present here. So is Modine. I mean, how many actors do you want? And here she is with Red Hat Boy at another event. Okay. So that's just showing you that she was being used before the event that Torrent Finder and Subject Access filmed. Here is the first big sort of Trafalgar Square protest where Grey Bleeder got his name, and as you can see, Coffee Lady is here looking all nice with her Union Jack bag. Okay, so straight away I know that Union Jack is used a lot by people who are sort of let's say maybe not who they proclaim to be. Oh, how interesting. So here she is holding the camera for Biased Amy. So now we have a solid connection. A solid connection between Biased Amy and Coffee Lady. Yeah? So they work together. They're on the same page, obviously. Yeah? And Biased Amy is the one who walks around with the free Tommy Robinson top on. The one who walks around with the Trump hat on. Just like her protege on the right here, wearing a Make Britain Great Again, which is a reference to Trump thing, yeah? And here's Biased Amy supposedly getting arrested, wearing her red PSYOP top, which says Drain the Swamp on it. Well, unless he's president, he ain't going to be able to do that, love, is he? Oh, and here's Biased Amy with one of her best friends, Tatman. Yay. Biased Amy and Tatman. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? Oh, Biased Amy and Resistance GB. So how much fakeness do you want to see, guys? How much fakeness? Now also, going back to Coffee Lady, She is tied to. Well, let's show you the photo first. As you can see here, she is now looking very happy. Stood next to Chelsea guy, this guy with the blue Chelsea top on, the blue London hat on, and the Adidas Chelsea tracksuit top on. So they're connected, they're friends, they're having a good old laugh, yeah. So who is he? Oh look, there he is. There he is. Who's he standing right next to? Who's just walked right next to him? That's right, Grey Bleeder. So what are the chances that you get sort of two actors just cross over paths like that? My goodness. Yeah? What are the chances? And then in the red skirt is that Louise, who also had what looked like a fake arrest as well. Oh look, here's Chelsea guy at the Piers Corbyn event. So here he is tying himself to Piers Corbyn. Yeah? Connecting to Piers Corbyn. Here's a thumbnail of him looking sort of aggressive at the camera. And then what they do is they put lockdown protest, and then they show a picture of what looks like a football thug looking aggressively at the screen. Okay? So you got Chelsea guy there. You got Chelsea guy there. Yeah? You got Chelsea guy there with Grey Bleeder right behind him. What are the chances? And also Louise. What are the chances? All getting fake arrested, etc. And here's Coffee Lady, so you know they're definitely connected, yeah? And there's Tapman carrying the banner again. And here's Coffee Lady, this time standing right opposite Steve the Atheist, who I made a video about the other day. So obviously, you know, she's connected to him as well. And then if you look closely, there's Braden drinking his can of Stella Artois. Oh, God. So you got Coffee Lady here, Steve the Atheist here, Modine there, and Braden there, all in the same shot. Here's Chelsea guy again in the middle of the road. So there you go. Coffee Lady is connected to Biased Amy, and Biased Amy is connected to all kinds of people like Resistance GB and Tapman. And she's connected to Tommy Robinson, basically. So, you know, these people are all connected. They all know each other. They're all working for the same cause. They try to make out to you like they're on your side, but they're actually... they're either Tommy Robinson supporters or they pretend to be just because that's what their crisis acting tells them to do. But that's what they do, because basically on this picture here that you see with Coffee Lady, excuse me, yeah, on this one here, at one point they all start singing Tommy Robinson song, and she starts singing it as well. So you got her singing it, you got James Goddard, Danny Tomo, you got Tan there, and you got Modine here on the right as well. Yeah. So basically, you might think that Coffee Lady was just some random woman that they arrested. Yeah. You look at it and you think, oh no, this poor woman's got arrested. The police, they're out of control. Look at it. Why won't they leave innocent people alone? It's just a random encounter. But like I've just proved to you, it's not random whatsoever. Because this lady is part of events. Yeah? This lady is part of events. Very critical, important events. Events that could cause riots, basically. Okay? So there you go. She looks like she's connected to Tan. She's connected to Pavlova. Connected to Steve the Atheist. Connected to the Chelsea guy. Connected to Red Hat Boy, connected to, let's say, Torrent Finder Subject Access because they're filming her. And let's also say that she's connected to Biased Amy because there she is holding her camera. Okay? So there you go. This is who Coffee Lady is. She's not some random person that got arrested. She is someone who has a legend built up already of working with Biased Amy, of being near Tan, of being near Steve the Atheist, and all these other dodgy people. Okay? So everything is not always what it seems. And the blessing that I've got is that I know all these people from Speaker's Corner previously, okay? So therefore I've got a bit of an advantage in that I know that these people aren't just random people. She is not random. He is not random. Modine, not random. Braden, not random. They're all there for a reason, okay? And they're all probably paid by the same people to cause divide, okay? That's what they were paid to do. Now that the pandemic is here, they have been told to try to represent the truth movement, the anti-lockdown movement, and that they do that by, you know, having Chelsea Guy and Grey Bleeder there in the same shot, for Christ's sake. Yeah. It's just a joke, guys. Coffee Lady and Chelsea Guy. Chelsea Guy and Grey Bleeder. Braden, Steve the Atheist, Modine and Coffee Lady. It's just, the circle gets bigger and bigger, and they're all connected, and they all are not being truthful, and as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know what their intention is. I don't know why they're so resolute on doing these stupid fake events. What can they possibly gain out of it? Do you see what I mean? They're actually putting themselves at risk for doing this rubbish job. I wouldn't do this job if you literally paid me loads of money. I wouldn't do it, because I got morals, I got integrity, I got decency, I got honour, I got respect, and I want a better world for my child and your children. Okay, so we need to realise that what we're watching is not real. They are fake staged events with people who've already built their legend of doing these events beforehand. Okay, and they're all connected and they all know each other. And some of them might act like they're enemies, but they're not. They're both on the same side. And like I said, what are the chances are that you get this Chelsea Guy and Grey Bleeder there in the same shot? Yeah. Laughing at us, guys. Laughing at us. But like I always say, I don't wish any harm upon these people. No violence, no aggression. They will have to live with the consequences of what they've done internally. I won't bring one finger. I won't raise one finger to hurt a hair on their body, because that's not what I'm about. I'm anti-violence, so I don't encourage anything like that. Okay, they will have to deal with the consequences of their actions internally, and their mind and their brain and their moral compass will have to deal with it themselves. Okay, so in summary, Tyrant Finder and Subject Access filming what looks like a staged arrest with a woman who you might think is randomly arrested, but she's not. She's been there for a long time, behind the scenes, working with people such as Biased Amy. Alright, so there you go. That was the adventures of Coffee Lady. So yeah, get yourself a mug of milky coffee and relax for the rest of the evening. Take care, guys. This has been John Overkill. No new normal. Unite the people to fight the evil. Knowledge is power. Peace, liberty, and justice for all. John Overkill, over and out. Peace over killers. Peace and blessings.